So sorry. We was having church before I pulled up on you. How you doing? I can't complain.
I'm good. How are you?
Can't complain. Just
That's
another
awesome.
day yet in the land of the living. It's always anything above 6 feet is always a blessing.
I would agree with this.
Um, what part of the world are you in? Oh,
I am in
are you from
Michigan.
Finland? Are you from Finland?
Now, I am partially Finnish. I'm from the UP of Michigan. So if you know anything about Michigan, that part is heavily
Oh,
Scandinavian populated.
nice. Now I seen your name. I was like, is she from Finland? It said with SaucyFinlander. Is that it? Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yep.
Well, yeah. It's been a busy day for me. I got my children. Um, I do this thing called Faithful Friday. Appreciate that. I do this thing called Faithful Friday where all of my family members and friends of our family, God gives us gospel songs when we wake up. From Saturday night to, oh my gosh, am I, okay, from Saturday night to Friday, I'm just getting inbox songs. So I write them down in the order received, and then on Friday I play every song back, and it ministers to people. God is pulling so many people into our family and just pulling them into what we're doing off of gospel music. Like my panel be muted. I mean, I'll preach the word of God whenever the Lord tells me to, but for the most part, we just in there praising and worshiping, and God has been doing some things. So today is a busy day because we got this PK. Then every month on the 7th, we pick two. Whoever gives me 100 bean gift, we put their name in the jar, and then on the 7th of every month, we buy two families groceries. So we got that today and uh, Faithful Friday. So it's three things in one day. So it's gonna be a busy day. So I've been kind of behind, and that's my story. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That's super cool. I love it. And I love your energy. I feel like this whole week I have hit the jackpot in PK people because everybody that has actually
Yeah,
showed has been super freaking cool.
that's always good. Nobody wants to sit next to somebody for 20 minutes and they're disrespectful or just not communicating or just off, and it's like, so when I do the PKs, I let people know who I am right off the bat. I'm only on this app for positivity to lead people back to Jesus Christ, things like that. You won't catch me in no panels talking about nothing but God. I said I mean, I know it might be boring to some, but we need it, and especially in these last times, it seems like people forgot about God, forgot about how good He is. We get so wrapped up in what's going on in the world with COVID. A lot of people have lost family members, worried about stuff. If you watch the news, it's worse than watching the Friday. Uh, what is it? Friday the 13th. It's worse than watching Michael Myers.
Well, I feel like people have lost sight of being
Yeah,
thankful for
yeah,
the little things too. You know, just the little stuff that happens. Like somebody said to me today with that was I gave them. She's like, "You're always happy or whatever," and I'm like, "Well, yeah." I said, "It's to be angry about stuff doesn't
right.
serve me. It doesn't serve anyone." Like when you're mad about stuff and you're throwing out negativity, all you're doing is attracting more negativity, and it's not going to serve you or anyone around you. So what's the
Thank you,
point in
sis.
playing that game?
Exactly. And then it spews off into other people. Appreciate that, sis. It spews off into other people and it makes them start acting negative too. What I have learned is forgiving people for yourself frees you. Sometimes we just got to forgive. It doesn't matter what a person has done to us. We have to forgive them for what they did, because if we don't, we live that memory over and over, and they go on about their life, ain't even thinking about what they did to you, how it hurt you. They don't even care. So when you forgive them, it takes that power away from them. So I try to tell people, whatever a person has done to you, it's better to just forgive them because it frees you from it. You don't forgive them, then you're a prisoner to the unforgiveness of that person. You find yourself telling this story to all your friends. Oh, I don't like so and so because they did this to me. Oh, I don't like so and so because they did this. I'm sorry, I can't deal with these type of people. and you find yourself walking around in your own little prison, and these people don't even know what you're talking about. They don't went on about their life. So forgiveness is key.
Right. Well, well, not only that, like my mom, like I'll be honest, she did some really terrible shit. And you know what? People like that, they don't necessarily realize what they did. They walk out telling themselves
Yeah.
a different story is what happened. So they don't even see what they did. They're telling themselves their own story, and you can't change that. And what's the point in trying? It's a waste of your energy. Your energy could be off in some other
Yeah, yeah,
better
you're right.
pursuit, you
You said
know?
something with that because a lot of people do that. They talk up their own story. Appreciate you, sis. She done pulled up. They appreciate. I mean, they say their own way of what it is, even if it's not the truth, just to help them cope with it. Because a lot of people don't like to be wrong, especially if they're wrong. They'll find some clever way to make it not be their fault. It was somebody else's fault. So, that was interesting when you said that people, how
Right.
a person will tell their own version of the story. Appreciate that. So,
Oh yeah. If I went and talked to my mom and asked her what happened, she would tell you that when she abandoned me after my dad died, and she would tell you this wholeheartedly and believe it, that my grandparents kidnapped me and I refused to go with her. But none of these
wow.
things happened. I know I was there. But that's what she believes, and you can't change what she believes. She's been telling herself that story probably since the day she walked away so that
Yeah.
she didn't feel bad about it, you know? People tell themselves the stories they have to, and they're moving through their life feeling
Right.
exonerated, but you're mad and all like bound up about it and feeling negative, and all you're doing is stunting your own growth, killing your own happiness, and affecting the family around you, and that's
Come on,
that's
you
not
preaching.
that doesn't
That's
serve
real. A
anyone.
lot, and people don't notice this. Um, but and it's interesting because when you forgive all of that, it shows your character. You the one went through this, and it's just like it's probably something that ate you up or has you've been struggling with, and then just to say, you know what, and I forgive you for that. It heaps coals of hot fire on their head first of all, because they like, but you're free now, and you understand, and you're able to go forth and forward in life. Because the enemy, he will try to use that and keep playing that over and over in your head. Nobody, they don't love you. They did this. They left you. And sometimes we got to just rise up above that. Like, yeah, it happened. It did, but I still forgive you. I got breath in my body. I still have an opportunity to be great. And that's what I'm going to focus on. Greatness right now.
Right, and that's just it. I think a lot of people get stuck into that emotion that goes with what happened. Sometimes things just
Yeah.
happen. That's how it was. You don't need to be angry about it. You don't need to be negative about it. You accept
Right.
it, maybe not forget it. You don't want to make that mistake again or whatever. But that doesn't mean you have to live in that moment over and over again. You just don't have
I'm
to.
a definitely. Well, we follow each other. You should come check us out sometime. It's a nice, positive place to be. A lot of people are just gaining understanding, grasping onto happiness, and being thankful, like you said, being thankful for the little things, because that really is what it's about. We always, and there's nothing wrong with this, but we tend to set the bar. Thank you, Golden. We tend to set the bar so high that we don't appreciate the little stuff on our way to getting to the top goal. They have, what is it called, short-term goals, or short-term goals are just as effective as long-term goals, because the key thing is you're accomplishing goals. So you,
Well, and not only that, if you actually look at the way when if you're doing goals, because hold on, that's what I'm doing this month on here. Is I'm working my way through my planner, and so this one is um, the Freedom Mastery Law of
you ain't
Attraction
by
Planner, and
yourself,
I
sis.
like this one.
Well, it's
Which
just
one
a
you?
regular 2022 Walmart empty fill it in planner thing.
Oh,
Thank you, sis.
oh no, this one gets deep. You have to come up with your mission statement and your life statement, and I do it every year because your goals and the way you feel
Yeah.
and what you want to focus on changes.
Thank you.
But oh yeah, no, I
Oh
have to
wow.
answer some deep stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so it takes me a long time to get through the first part of it. So it's not just for planning my day, but your little little goals you set yourself are just stepping points to the bigger goal that you have. If you don't have those
Right,
little
right,
ones, you never get into the
right.
top.
Each, each step is
Thank you
small.
guys so
You
much.
can shop high, but you take
I
one step at a
appreciate
time, and you
you.
will eventually get there. Another thing, consistency. I don't think people realize how important consistency is. Thank you. If we give up, we will never be able to see if we were going to be great. So, I like to tell people a lot of times, just keep going at the same time every day that you're supposed to. And the more you do it, it starts developing its own, its own people, its own content. Appreciate that. Sometimes we'll look at what we're doing and
Right.
the numbers aren't matching up. Like, say, for instance, you're going live on Bigo and you got the 68 to 70 people. That'll get discouraging, but every time you keep going, eventually somebody's going to come in there and ask a question that might lead you into your destiny or the type of person that you are. So you just have to keep going and just, it's like fishing. We throw the fishing pole out in the water. We got to sit there and wait. Appreciate that. We got to sit there and wait till we get a bite. So, the people, what I've learned about this app that is very interesting, the people on this app is what creates and molds you into the type of person you are. So the people that come in here, if they're about negativity and you keep accepting them, you'll be about negativity. If the positive people coming into your room are positive and you keep accepting them, you'll find yourself gearing more to the positive side. So, that's why go ahead.
Right. If I don't know about you, but if I wander in a room and the vibe is wrong,
Right. I
I
don't even
wander
give
right back
10
out.
seconds. I don't even hear people say my name. If I go in a room, it's like this white noise. Like, it's a noise that only I can hear. Like a dog. You ever heard of a dog whistle? How the dog can only hear the whistle. When I go in these rooms that have that
Yep.
negative vibe or that negative type of energy in it, it's like this siren goes off, and I find myself looking at their panel like, and before I can even make another decision, I'm out of here. I don't want to hear nobody say nothing, because I do know life is about seeds, and people don't understand the words that come out of their mouth are seeds, and the person that's listening is fertile ground. If they receive what you're saying, it starts growing in you. So
Right.
I get out of there fast because I don't want nothing knocking me off my square. I don't want nothing knocking me off my walk. So I get out of there before I can even hear anything because I don't want it to change how I feel.
Well, and I feel like, thank you, love. Thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you. You make a girl blush over here. Um, I feel like if you spend time in those rooms too, and especially if you say anything, you're going to attract maybe some people you don't
Right.
necessarily want to vibe with over on your side. And I hate to put it that way. I definitely would like to change the world, but at the same time, I need a safe space for my energy to grow and manifest and go other places
Hmm.
too, you know?
We know that a negative and a positive and a negative side of the battery and a positive side of the battery is what makes everything work. So I see you, Ron. Is what makes everything work. As bad as we want to change the world, everybody's not going to be positive. But the positive people in the world and the negative people in the world is what makes the world work. As crazy as that sounds, it's like a battery that goes in a remote control. You have to put
Right.
one on the negative side, one on the positive side, and that's how you get it to work. So I just picked the positive side. Right,
I'm with you there.
right.
Yeah, I think Vigo is a lot of fun. I've heard some horror stories, but I luckily have not ventured myself into any
Yeah,
of those, so I'm pretty happy. I
yeah.
feel like I found the best side of Vigo,
How long you been on
and I'm
the app?
satisfied over here.
Okay.
Since
Yeah, I'm working
August.
on. This is my third January. It's not 3 years, but this is my third January on this app. I'm working on 3 years on the app. Well, matter of fact, yeah, I have. Yeah, I should be climbing up to 3 years on the app, but I'm working on 2 years as a host. I became a host on here in 2020 of June. So June coming up will be my second year as a host. And I was here before they had host. I was on here before they had host. I was on here. Being a host was a totally different requirement. Like, it's a whole different app to me now. I talk to a lot of the newer hosts and the things they have to do. We didn't have that 10,000. Well, matter of fact, let me stop lying. Well, I didn't. The month I became a host was the month they stopped doing 10,000 for 10,000 on the first quarter. Thank you, Miss Leisha. What I did notice, um, 10,000 beans a month was a regular back when they first started the hosting, and they paid you about 250 for that. That went on for about 2 or 3 months, and then they stopped it and said we had to reach 40K. Then they rumored that 90K was going to be the next tier, but I guess they said it wasn't enough people hitting 90K like that, so they just kept it at 40K.
Hey, thank you guys. Yeah, 90 seems pretty daunting, especially when you're a new host. So 40 even seems a little daunting.
Hmm. Hmm. It's about content. I did it. I broke the numbers down all the way. I said if you can get a shield and two maces a day. I mean every day. I mean not two maces, a shield and two treasures. You can get 40K every day. If you can get three shields a day, that's 90K. It's all based on the content and the consistency. There are some people that sit on this app 11, 12, 13 hours. Like I have seen somebody and looked and it said 13 hours. I said, I could not sit right here for no 13 hours and just talk to people all day. So, you know, I condone them. I mean, I commend them, but me, I'm like, you might get a good 8 hours out of me. In the beginning of last year, I used to do praise and worship panels where I just played all gospel music straight for 8 hours straight. I would get on at 10 o'clock, get off at 6 in the morning, every day, every day. And it was a grind, but I accomplished about 15,000 followers that love Jesus Christ. I didn't know that this was God's way of showing me how to pull everybody in. I just, when something tells you to do it, you can feel it pulling at you, and it's like, and when you don't do it, you feel like you're doing something wrong. That's how I knew. Every time I would say, I'm not going live and doing that, something would pull at me to go, go, go. And I didn't realize that it was God creating this whirlwind, pulling in all of his believers. And now we on here lifting up the Lord every day. Well, every other day per se. And lives are being changed. It's a very interesting thing. God is good and he is real. He is good
I
and
think
real.
I think that's awesome. I think you've got a great mission. I will definitely come and check you out too. I really feel like I did amazing this week in PKs. Everybody that I hit has had great energy, just like you, and been down like headed down a similar path. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah. That could be something talking to you.
You
God
know,
giving you a
I was
heads up.
telling somebody today I trust the process. You know
Yeah,
that
yeah. You're right.
I follow my gut and my heart, and where it feels like I'm led to go, that is where I head.
Yeah, right. That
There's a
is
reason for it. I might not understand it, but it's there.
yeah, yeah. Just keep on trusting the process. You will get the results. And you seem like a good person. And the way you are is just going to draw more people that are like-minded to you. Because being a good-hearted person and the type of person that you are, people that have bad hearts can't be around you. They can't be around it. You know, we might take it to, for instance, being a kind-hearted person, mean-hearted people will call you corny or nah, I can't vibe with this. This is not my type of. But this is God's interesting way of keeping negative people away from you. But if we look at what they're doing, we can find ourselves saying, oh, I'm lonely. Nobody likes me. Nobody accepts me. Everybody thinks I'm this and that. But hiddenly, it is actually God protecting you from negative people that will destroy your character. Thanks, Mom. Negative people that will destroy your
Right.
character. So, it's a win-win.
Mom,
And
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I
what's
know I'm
up,
about to chop
buddy?
it up with this young lady.
you
I'm
want
gonna
to
say
start
my
doing
thank
battle?
you when we do our raffle. We're about to do a raffle immediately after this, and pick two names, two families, two people in our family,
Oh, am
or
I back?
not even in our family, because
I'm back.
we do it for.
Yeah, you can go download the books. Pound it.
What is
Yeah,
that?
you're back.
You read a lot of books. You have to read. I can't remember how many, and then you guys go answer questions at school.
Appreciate you.
Okay,
Billy did it.
can I join?
I not only can you join, I highly encourage you to join, and I'll even help you read them. How's that sound, buddy?
Okay.
All right, give me hugs, and you get your book with you.
Can I use the
Yes,
tablet?
sir.
45 minutes,
No.
please, please. Just so we can.
For a really big hug and the fact that you've been amazing today, yes.
Yay.
I love you, buddy.
One for
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
It's a countdown. He asked you how you were. What do you say?
You see this really cool car? You see this really cool car, man? It's a Bugatti.
All right, bud. You go to bed, okay? We're gonna be doing some stuff
What
tomorrow.
will we be doing?
Mom.
Oh, what the heck is that? Oh.
What do you think we'll
Oh,
be doing?
dang.
A dragon. Some sort of dragon. Come on, brother Ron. I appreciate you guys. Mom, Beezy said let him get box 4 tonight.
What will we be doing tomorrow?
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
I really appreciate this, PK. I really appreciate your spirit. I'll just pray that
Hang on.
you know, life keeps taking you in the positive direction and keep you positive spirit and you so you can be there for others because this world needs people like you. They
Need people
that
like
are
you
very
too,
positive
man.
and upright.
So yeah, I'm glad we found each other here. So I'll be watching for you.
Well, yep, I will definitely be watching for you too. If you want to ride it out for the last 2 minutes, it's fine. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for this raffle. We got an interesting night of praise and worship ahead of us. I do.
You're right,
Follow
Al.
Mom.
We do.
Maria, you see me? Please follow Mom. She is a awesome piece to our family. Very loving young lady, and she follows up with everything. She pays attention to everything. So that's a good young lady to have in your life. And just follow all of us. You see anybody there with hey, family? Can y'all please
Follow me so I
her?
can find you
And
guys.
please follow them back.
And I'll follow y'all back.
Yeah.
What's Lion doing?
Lion is doing good. He's under my desk. He hasn't thrown up today. He's just sat down there and purred.
You want to pet him before I go?
No, I'm not gonna pull him out, but you can pet him tomorrow, okay? If you want to go play your tablet, you need to go to bed, okay? You got a half hour. Can I trust
You
you?
said 45 minutes.
All right, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Listen.
he said you better
Right,
give him his
exactly.
15 minutes.
So listen to me. Set your timer, okay? And when your timer goes off, you shut it off because I will check up there later. And if you're on your tablet, then I won't be able to give you the same trust that I gave you tonight to just let you go and do it, okay?
What will we be doing tomorrow?
I don't know, but we're gonna be doing some stuff for sure because it's Saturday, and Saturday is Mom's Day off, and we're gonna have fun, okay?
Hopefully we go to the community center.
Ron, let me find out you're trying to steal my mom.
But
Every time y'all talk
I
to
love
mom,
you.
maybe we can even about to go sledding since we can't finally have snow. Sledding would be awesome, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Good night, buddy. I love you.
Bye.
Well, BZ, we gonna open it up to 12. You talking about the panel or the time? We probably open up the boxes to 12, especially if you come in. You know, box number 4 is Mom's, but you are. That box only belongs to 2 people when it come to writing names on chairs. They got Maria, you see me right there, and BZ, the Don. That is a good brother, man. I've been missing that brother. Work been keeping him away from us, but I remember BZ when you was wondering where the job was gonna come from. Like, man, I need something, and boom, God been making ways. God is really good, and we love him. And he just continues to do great things. There's so many stories I could tell you about God. Hey, but you have a good one, sis. I appreciate the hangout. I appreciate the PK. I appreciate the good spirit that you have. And
I will see you. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right. God bless you. All right.